It's a wonderful day, not a cloud in the way, and the skies are all blue, and the sun's shining through. Yeah, it's a wonderful day, and not one to waste on sleeping in late. It's the very best news, Channel 2 and Daybreak.
Hey, if you're looking for the perfect hostess gift to take to a holiday party, how about making a tasty treat in your own kitchen? The hostess with the mostest, of course, Lee Clayton Roper, back from a well-seasoned kitchen to show us how this morning. What are we making?
We're going to make what we call very lemony bread.
And it's very lemony.
It's very lemony because it has lemon juice, lemon extract, and lemon zest in it.
Well, let's get started. What do we already have in the mixing bowl?
Okay, I've already started a little bit, and there is some butter that was at room temperature that I beat until it was lighter in color and kind of fluffy.
Okay.
And a quick tip on that, if you're like me and you forget to take the butter out of the refrigerator to soften, you can put it in your microwave on about power 3 for about 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, and it will soften to where you need it.
Okay.
So I blended that together with the lemon extract and sugar, a cup of sugar.
Okay, and the recipe we'll share later with the exact measurements.
Exactly. It's all on your website, so it's there, and it's also in our cookbook, A Well-Seasoned Kitchen. So now basically I'm just going to turn this on, and I'm going to add 2 eggs one at a time.
Okay.
Kind of let each one blend in. And add it, and then I like to kind of stop it, scrape it down a little bit to make sure that it gets mixed in there.
Mixed in well.
Yep.
And you just smell the lemon already, but there's more lemon to come.
There's definitely more lemon to come. So the next thing we're going to do now, that egg is beaten in pretty well.
Okay.
So if you want to grab the milk, we're going to add 1/3 of the flour and 1/3 of the milk at the same time.
So 1/3 of this?
Yeah. Now hold on, though, because I'm going to turn it down. You really want to add, now put it in, just 1/3. You want to have it on lower speed when you're adding ingredients, especially flour, because if you don't turn it around, you can have it all, or turn it down, you can have it all around your kitchen.
Which is kind of fun.
So put in, and so you just do this by thirds.
Oh, okay, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3.
Yeah, and then now one more. And it doesn't have to be exact, I just kind of ballpark it. You just want to kind of get it in there mixed in together. But see how the flour is already kind of coming out?
Yeah.
I've made the mistake of doing it on high speed, and you end up with it all over your kitchen.
With a great cleanup project.
So again, you just scrape it down, and then you want to blend this just until the flour and the flour mixture. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you what was in there. That's sifted flour, baking powder, and salt.
Okay.
That have been sifted together. So actually, you sifted the flour twice.
All right.
So then basically, you just take this when it's done, and then you take it off of the mixer. And you fold in chopped nuts. I like to use pecans.
Pecans.
And lemon zest.
Is that like about a whole lemon zested here or more?
It's 2, actually. It's 1.5 tablespoons. It usually takes around 2. And just quickly, you know, I'm a big fan of microplanes. Because you can get the off without getting the white pith, which is bitter.
So you want the exterior as best you can.
Yeah,
okay.
just the yellow part. And then you put that into either a 9x5 buttered and floured loaf pan, or you can do 4 mini loaf pans.
Okay.
You bake it at 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes for the little pans, and close to an hour for the big one.
Did we add this, though? I wanted to do the lemon juice. That comes
next.
Okay.
After you bake it, you let it cool for 15 minutes. Then you poke the top all over. I like to use these extended. Yeah, a lot of holes in the big one. And you poke through. And then you take, while it's in the oven, you've mixed together lemon juice and sugar.
Okay.
So the sugar's now kind of dissolved. And then you take this, I don't know if you want to do this, and then you just
drizzle it across?
Just drizzle it across so it gets all soaked in there.
Okay.
And then you let it sit in the pan for at least 5 minutes. The longer the better. Okay. Because it really gets all nice and soaked in there.
Am I doing
and then
that right?
You're doing it perfectly.
Really? Is it the best you've ever seen?
It's fabulous. You're an expert at this. I can tell already. You can do this at home. I can tell.
Robert pokes the holes in, and I pour the lemon juice on there.
Exactly. So, and then you're ready to go.
Okay. Now we have this, and we see how it serves up nicely. You can cut it into those are from the small ones.
Yes.
But I wanted to ask you about these other ones too. You have the toffee. Everyone loves the Enstrom's toffee, and you say you have a version that's better in your mind.
I think so. It's my mom's recipe. She calls it chocolate almond toffee.
Now, is it hard to make?
It's not, as long as you follow the directions. It's not really difficult. It's just you do need a candy thermometer, and you need to watch the temperature really closely while you're cooking the filling. One thing that most people don't realize here is you actually have to adjust the temperature for the high altitude. That's why a lot of people tell me they burn it or it gets too hard, and it's because you need to do that. And and we have the adjustments in our cookbook.
Might require some experiment. Tell me about some of the packaging.
So what I've done here with the toffee is I just put it in this little box. I think I got this at Container Store, but they have them all over. For our spicy pecans, which are also in the book, a very easy recipe. Savory, not sweet.
Right.
Spiced pecans you do on the cooktop, and this is just in a mason jar with a bow.
Right.
And then the beauty of the lemon bread is you wrap it in foil to store it overnight. That's my mom's directions for how to really make the flavor intensify, but the foil can act as its wrapping.
Silver, beautiful.
Because it's silver, and then you just tie it with a bow, and then I can quickly show you how I do this kind of bow. This is a great bow. I do it on packaging and everything else. You just take ribbon and you fold it over. See how there's a loop there, and then you do another loop on the other end.
Okay.
And then you do at least 3 of those around, and you want to kind of keep them even. You can do up to 7, depending on how big of a bow you want. I don't know, I lost count, I was talking.
It's like 5, I think, yeah.
How many are there? I think surely there's 3. And then you take it and you fold it in half, like that. So there's the loops, and then you cut off the corners.
Take a corner.
You cut off both corners like this, just leaving a little bit in the middle.
Right.
And then you, I don't know, you probably can't see this, but you put that across where I've tied this.
It sits in the bow notch there.
Right, and then you tie it.
And you have a bow done.
And then you just pull out the insides.
Fan them out.
And
Lee,
fan
thanks.
them out.
That's
and it's
beautiful.
A perfect bow.
Hopefully people caught that, because we're out of time, but that's an interesting, quick way to make a ribbon. Of course, the recipe, as always, on our website in the Daybreak section at KWGN.com. Thanks, as always. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you as well.